Okay, good morning, everybody. We don't have a ton of stocks to go through. These are, yeah, I mean, it looks okay today, but it doesn't look fantastic yet. There's a couple with some decent volume. Meds has like 3 million volume. INVO has like 27 million. BNTC's not looking too bad in volume. Femi's got 14 million. And then DMS is like, it's okay. It's got 2.5 million. So we got a couple things with some decent volume behind it, but yeah, nothing super fantastic. Mets had a nice run this morning, going from lows of $13 to highs here of 21. It could keep going. If it does, we might end up playing it. I don't normally like playing things this high, but we don't have a ton of options today, so that might be the case. We've got INVO running up from about 15 cents to 45 cents, which is good. We are back down quite a bit, back down 25. We could come back down to 24 here and see it bounce. So I'll be watching for 24 to see if we can take that bounce. We got BNTC up pretty good right now from 18 cents to a high there, 35, currently sitting at 29. So pretty solid there as well. Femi, yeah, rock bottom right here. Let's see if it starts breaking back above. If so, we'll take a play up that. Same with DMS. INVO is coming down a little bit, so we're gonna try to take our shot with INVO here at 0.24. We're gonna go for probably 0.40, so around that top of the range there with the 0.23. We can't give it more than 1 cent, so we'll go 2.3 for a stop. If you have to get in higher, do what you gotta do. Let's see here. All right, so first PT on this, if you got it at 25, you're looking at 27. I mean, you can take some at 26. It's not terrible. So I'd say 27, 29. Yeah, probably 31. You might need to take a little bit at 32. Then again at 34. So trim points on INVO are 0.27, 0.29, 0.31, 0.32, and then 0.34. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're coming up close to 26 and a half now. BNTC is making a run for it here, so we also kind of want to jump it on BNTC if we get a decent entry there at 0.29. We are going to be looking nice 0.29 drop all the way to the bottom. We're at 0.28. Let's eat this up if we can at some point here. Bottom of 0.28. I'll say 2.7 ish. If you can get 2.7, great. If you have to get 2.8, that's fine too. We're going to go for 0.35 with a 0.26 stop. So give it 1 cent from wherever you get in. And then you're looking for 1 cent PTs. So if you got in 28, we're going to be trimming here 29. BNTC, 0.29. INVO crosses that 28, just touches 29. So trimming INVO 0.29. So we've got the INVO and BNTC going pretty well so far. Actually, INVO is doing pretty darn good here. Yeah, honestly, I might take a little bit more 30 because I missed that first scale up point than BNTC down to 25. So we're going to be stopping out on the rest of BNTC, if not all of it. Unless you got in at 25 on BNTC, which is a possibility, but I don't know. I think I must have messed something up here because I got a break even on that without meaning to. But anyways, I kind of want to jump it on BNTC again here anyway, 0.27. We'll go for, again, like 35, 36 with the 0.26 stop. Trying this again. Because I don't want to miss the move on this if we get it. INVO back down after hitting just about 30. Back down quite a bit to 26. Meds with a nasty fall. Femi going down. DMS not really doing much either. So we're watching the right things right now. That's the good news. Come on, BNTC. INVO's down pretty good here, continues to drop. Will we hit stop? Probably not. Meds is halted down. BNTC up to 28, so make sure you trim. So we're trimming BNTC 0.28 slash 0.29. Just so everyone's aware that we should be trimming. We should be trimming at both these numbers. But if you want to push it to 0.29, be my guest. Just hit 31 there. Trimming BNTC 0.31. That was a nice move there. Nice bounce on INVO. Ah, damn, we could have picked up some more at 24. We still have quite a bit, so I'm not really worried about it, but it would have been nice to have a whole nother round of it, especially seeing what we see now with it back up to 26. Back up to 30 here on BNTC. We're hoping to break a new high off this. If we could hit 35, that would be actually, like, fantastic. I haven't taken a lot of trades yet so far. It's only been 5 minutes, but we're up pretty good for the day. Femi might turn around here. This could be the spot, but again, could be another dead cat bounce. We've seen this a lot on the stock, so I don't really want to do anything with Femi until we break out. BNTC, nice rally here to 32. Take some more. 34, 34, 35. 34, 35, somewhere in there. We're actually up really good on this now. We missed like half the scale of points too, so we still have quite a bit to go. INVO is doing good, and our average is really high on it too, which is nice. INVO, yeah, back down a little bit. I think we're gonna hold here and then take off again. How high we're gonna go, that is the question. And if we hit the stop, there's a possibility that we do hit the stop, because we've been down here a few times, so yeah, if we start seeing a breakdown past that last low, we'll probably hit stop. We're 36 here. We just broke new high to 36.5. Trimming BNTC 0.36. So that's awesome that we broke that new high. Femi's still heading down. Check our scanners here. We might see something better than DMS. Check out free. Nope, free doesn't look good. We could check out Spur. Nope, that doesn't look good. Wow, those are really it, eh? Yes, PR. No, PRSH. Slightly better than the rest, but still pretty crap, to be honest. BNTC holding 36 here. Is it going to halt? 37, 38. Should trim a little bit more, 38. A bit more, BNTC 0.38. Just had a massive spike there, all the way up to 39. Wow, we are up big on this. What's ES doing today? ES, nice pump there on the 15-minute. So regular trading hours look like just bullish. Nice. Potential red candle here. BNTC looks like it wants to break 40. Man, if we can break 40, that would be huge. INVO bouncing off that bottom band again. Bottom support. Meds is open. Is it going to break down further than to 200? I think that's what we need to answer here. We do have a support line right there as well. 17 to 20 looks pretty easy to get back to. I think I'm going to try a meds trade. We're going to go like 1650. If you can get better, great. We're going to try for at least $20 with a 1550. stop loss. It's pretty tight, but I think it's worth the risk. About there, about 1550. We're already at 1710, 1720. I'm gonna trim a little bit here. Bit off at 1720. Just because I don't like taking these bigger trades. I'm not really too comfortable with the numbers, so like that looks like a pretty decent trim point to me, but it could also be a crappy one. So we broke 40 here. We met 41. We're aiming for probably, where are we gonna find resistance on this? That is the question. Very soon. We should have already seen resistance there. Past this resistance. So from here, we're actually past a lot of resistance. So if we can, I mean, we might not see until 57 if we continue this. We're seeing selling pressure, so we're obviously going to come back down for consolidation soon, but it's looking pretty good. Mets is back down to 16 bucks. Hopefully we bounce here. Yeah, not a lot of options to trade today, but we are doing okay with what we do have, so can't really complain too much. What are we up today? We're already up 14K on the day, so we've already hit our goal. We're past 2% on the account. So not bad. Can't really complain about that. We have at least 50% today. We're actually at 60% today. I thought INVO was bigger than that. It's only 16% so far. I guess so. Yeah, INVO is really struggling here. BNTC deserves a pullback, so can't really be upset if it does. And if it comes down low enough, we'll probably pick up more shares because we did break a new high. Med's nice green candle pushes its way up to 1750. I think 18 is probably the next scale up point. BNTC off VWAP. Is this the potential for us to get a playoff on this? It's kind of tough to tell. We'll have to wait it out and see, I guess. Nope, doesn't look like it's holding, so I think we're going to continue down. Maybe we'll see a 29 support hold, 29.30 support hold. INVO slowly bouncing again. Meds, yeah, still kind of ranging. We need to break through VWAP here at 1766. Our next goal would be 18 on this. This does look like it's going to hold at VWAP. I don't really want to pick up more shares here, though. Seems a little high still. I want this to come back down a little bit more. The 5 minute doesn't really telling us a whole lot yet because we haven't had this for a long time. And I can't do like quarter positions. It's not how the tracker works, so. I guess we're going BNTC 0.32. Gonna go for 0.45 with 0.3. 2 cents is a big stop though. We can hold some more shares. Yeah. So this is BNTC. But kind of careful with the 1 cent thing. Like at this range, it's like it's almost worth giving it 2 cents, but also not. So let's see. Yeah, 0.31 is very, very close, which is not not ideal. Not ideal. We're already at a point we can start taking some profit here at 33. During BNTC, 0.33. Almost a 0.34, so again at 0.34, I'll be trimming some more. But we will see. BNTC nice, the little pump here. We reach 34.5, so make sure you're trimming some more. BNTC 0.34 slash 0.35. Once we hit 3.5, yeah, 3.5 right here, 3.6. I was gonna say 3.6 is gonna be coming up pretty quick. It looks like we might get a nice pop, so 3.6 right there, 3.7, looking good. Almost at 3.8 here. We almost hit 3.8. I trimmed some more at 3.7. 32 to 37 so far, we're looking good. INVO still hasn't given up on us yet, but it hasn't really moved past that 25, 26 area, so we're looking to see this break out at 26. BNTC is looking good here. We hit 37, almost 38. Meds is just kind of range bound in this small area. We're hoping it doesn't break down past that 200 on the 1 minute, but it definitely could. INVO not doing too bad here. BNTC definitely killing it for us today. We've got ES pumping hard today. Look at that pump. Gonna wait for it to mellow out, and then I'll trade some futures. Actually, might trade NQ again today. I was trading NQ on Friday, and it was doing me pretty good. A little bit more consistent price action on the 1 minute follow through. Easier to make that money pretty quick. We're 39 on BNTC. So if you took a 37, take some more at 39. Trimming BNTC 0.39. So I'm so glad we picked up more shares on this because this is doing very, very, very well. We're definitely killing it here on BNTC. If you guys see any other tickers, make sure you let me know because I'm not really seeing anything else really worth trading. The 32, I'm back in on BNTC at 32. So right on VWAP, or where VWAP was at the time. I still had some shares left from the last trade on it, and then I just added more. We're at 40 now. We could see resistance here at 40, but I think we might actually, we're breaking through 41, almost 42. Take some more 42. Trimming BNTC 0.42. INVO is definitely breaking down. I think we just stopped out on it. Yeah, we did. But that's okay, because we got a little bit off it anyway, so kind of okay with this, but like we're kind of put in weird spots. I do think that this is gonna go again. It's just a matter of time. Ah, man, yeah, tough call. I can get rid of half of these lines now. Since we're not in an active trade on it. Yeah, I would say like 20. If you want to hold this longer than what our trades normally are, like try to get in at 23. But where's that 200? 200 is really close on the 5 anyway. It's at 23, so it should bounce here. We're 43 on BNTC, absolutely killing it, almost 44. So again, if well, I said trim at 42, so I wouldn't trim again till 44 at least. Which we didn't hit, but we came very, very close to. So INVO remainder, looking for a potential re-entry. So we'll see. We'll see where we get with this. Yeah, BNTC heading back down a little bit here. NQ heading up. We've got ES with a small pullback. Kind of like watching these both because you can kind of see like usually one of them is leading the other one. Right now it looks like ES is leading NQ. Got a pullback on ES. I'd be expecting a pullback on NQ as well. Yeah, there's the pullback on NQ. So like just watching both of these at the same time, you can get a good understanding of what's going to happen with it. It doesn't always happen. There are, times where you get a divergence between the two, and one of them's going up while the other one's going down. Um, but a lot of the time they follow each other. So if one starts heading down, the other one starts heading down as well. BNTC back down. It's on the 9 now. If you were looking for a fairly risky re-entry, it'd probably be at 37. Oh man, I got myself some smelling salts for the gym because I'm usually up and at the gym at like 4 in the morning, 3:30 in the morning sometimes. Um, and it's so hard to really get like a good lift in when you're like half asleep. So it's like, let's try smelling salts. Can't be that bad. And then of course they've got like 15 levels, and I'm like, well, you know, I think I'll start like somewhere in the middle and see where that goes. So I grabbed one that's like from the middle. It's like supposed to be like advanced level stuff. And I was like, it's just something you smell. What's advanced about it? Holy crap, man. I like sat in my office chair and opened it up and smelled it, and I literally fell out of my chair. It was so strong. That does definitely wake you up though. But holy moly. It's a painful experience. So 45, we could take some more on BNTC. BNTC 0.45. BNTC's making us all the money today. Back down a little bit. INVO still struggling on that 23 line. We got Femi not doing anything. BRSH really, honestly, not doing anything. BRTX just halted. $7, $5. What's the news? That's June 16th. That's old. You know what? Coffee doesn't really have much of an effect on me. I think I just drink way too much of it. Like, I drink it every day, all day long, so no, it doesn't have like a waking up effect on me anymore. I have these like electrolyte things that it's supposed to be like spicy mango, so it's just like a lot of salt and potassium and magnesium. It's supposed to like wake you up and like stop you from getting cramps, like cramps and stuff, I guess, while you're working out. It tastes awful, so that kind of wakes me up just because it's so awful. But again, like it doesn't really last. It's like as soon as you stop tasting it, it's gone. But this stuff, like it literally feels like you just got punched in the head when you smell this stuff. So it keeps you up. Am I still in meds? Yeah, I am. Well, there was a dip there. Pretty nasty one, actually. It looks like it might have. Yeah, it should stop me out. Oh, I guess I have my stop at 1547 instead of 1550. So I guess that saved me by 2 cents there. INVO's breaking down. 45, 46 and a half on BNTC. Yeah, I don't know if Meds is going to go anywhere. It kind of looks like it's still going to. It's just consolidating, but we'll see. It happens. It happens. Yeah, I think that's where my addiction started, was in university. Although with good reason, I was trading full time, working full time, and going to school full time. So I didn't really have time to like actually get sleep. So I think at the time when I was doing that, I was working in a mall right next to a Tim Hortons, which is like a Canadian Starbucks basically. So I'd get a coffee with like 4 shots of espresso, like at 4 in the morning, work for 4 or 5 hours, then I'd go to school, and then after school I'd be home. Sleep faster, yeah, exactly. There's a lot of disparity among the medical community whether or not you actually need 8 hours of sleep. Um, and then you have the monks that don't really sleep at all, but they meditate for 8 hours a day, and it's like it's kind of the same thing. Like if you can meditate well enough, you basically put your brain to sleep anyway. So I guess that's why they don't sleep. Which I think is pretty cool. I mean, if you can keep your brain like active enough that you can continue to like, well, I guess that defeats the point of meditating is to not really think of anything, but that would be cool if you could meditate and still think of things at the same time and not have to sleep, because that would save you a lot of time. Can't believe we touched 46 there. I should have trimmed some more at 46. But I'm sure we'll come back up. Are we going to bounce off the 9 again, though? So like I said last time, bouncing off the 9 was a risky entry. Again, could be a risky entry. Band's starting to close down a little bit here, so that kind of worries me. We might see this back down to VWAP or lower. Hard to tell. Med's still kind of bouncing around. It's not doing a whole lot yet. I mean, he did have a nice run today, so... we will see. BNTC still kind of going. Yeah, INVO's not looking great. Really, it's like, if you're going to trade anything right now, it's got to be BNTC. I'm not seeing anything else. Nothing new is popping up. The BRTX halt was like, it's still halted. But when did it halt? 650 at 655, so it should be unhalting any second now. I probably still wouldn't jump in on it, but at least it's something to watch. Opens up down, so yeah, I mean, generally already not a great sign for something that wants to continue to run, but you never know. We see reversals quite frequently that head up into another halt. Showing lots of buying pressure here, so that's good so far, but yeah, it's getting eaten up. The spread on this is absolutely atrocious right now, though. 30 cents. Yikes. No, thank you. No, thank you. NQ continues to push. ES is pushing as well. BNTC showing a lot of signs of weakness up here. We're starting to see a lot of weakness above this 43-cent level. But realistically, honestly, anything past 41 looks pretty weak. So I wouldn't be trying to jump at anywhere even close to 41. If this came back down, I'd be looking to see it come back up to 41. It could push higher the next time around, but it's hard to say. Meds finally stops us out. So I don't think I actually walked away with any profit on that, because I didn't really math it. Yeah, I didn't math it out right. It's fine. Like, it wasn't actually too much of a loss, but it wasn't a win. IVO not doing anything. BNTC is still holding that area. BRTX heading down quite dramatically. NQ continuing its push. Should actually open up Ninja. This toolkit version has expired. Let's see. I don't like that error, so I'm gonna go and grab another eval. So that I can see if this still works with this error before I try it on a PA account. Because that would be the worst thing in the world, to mess up on your PA because you have some sort of error. NQ still climbing, BNTC. It did have a nasty dip down to 39, but it hasn't really done much else. INVO is still down pretty good. BNTC is, yeah, really the only thing we're trading today. What are we at? We're at 21K today, so we actually did really well, but it's basically entirely through BNTC here. We had a 37.5% win and a 40% win so far on it, so we're looking to keep pushing BNTC a little bit further, but it kind of looks like it's dying down too. We've got lower volume now, so at least for a little bit. Hmm. I'll have to figure this out later. Right, VO back to 23, Med still dropping. We got BRTX down to 200. So if you're gonna take a play on BRTX, which I would kind of refrain from doing because like no volume and we just had a random run up on it, it would be here to take it, but would not suggest. The NTC does look like it's coming back from a pullback, so you know it's gonna be a while, I think. Nothing here, man. Nothing here. It's all boring. Have to find a code on Facebook. Hmm. Yep, BNTC looking like it's consolidating nicely. Might go for another run here. Could take a while to get there, though. Oh, boring. Boring, boring, so boring. And heading down a little bit. INVO is starting to come back a little bit, so that's something, I guess. We have something to look for. But again, we need some good volume if we want to trade it, right? It's not getting that volume right now. Kind of a sit on your hands moment here. I don't want to pick up more BNTC either unless we see a drop down to VWAP, but even that, like at this point, this looks like it'd be pretty risky to buy in at that point. Like we still have a little bit, which is fine. I don't really want to cut the rest of it because we might go, but I'm definitely not in the mood to pick up more shares on it either. And nothing new. We got DMAC here. Let's take a look. That can't be worse than this. I lied, it can be. We got Auric. Nope. Boring. This might be a day where we cut it early again if we can't get some more momentum. Holy moly. Guess we can just sit here and watch paint dry with the NTC right now. Yeah, NVO. Well, it's getting a little bit more volume on the 5. The 1 minute's not looking terrible. Still much preferred on 5, though. If we break higher than this 26 cent, we could be looking at a run, but a run to where? Because 29 looks like the top right now. Maybe 30. BNTC is actually getting very close to VWAP and not in a terrible way either, so it could be okay. So what's NQ doing? What are we thinking here? We're thinking it's coming down. That's what we're thinking. BNTC does look like it wants to go again. Not picking up more shares here, though. I think it's still too high for me to do that. So boring. Not a lot, not a lot going on in the market so far. It looks like we did end up breaking higher here on NQ. Looking to scale in here at the top and see if we can ride this back down. But if we break out any higher, I'll be cutting anyway. The NTC is almost at 41 again. Man, it literally hit to the tick on my scaling point and did not fill. And now I'm almost back in profit. That is annoying. God, I could have doubled the profit at this point. What can you do, right? Sometimes you get fills, sometimes you don't. I'm kind of looking to see NQ come back down to this 15,105 level, which would be a nice like 20, 25 point drop. Oh man, what am I up now? I must be up pretty good. I'm up 10 points already. Gotta remember, I'm not trying to pass this account one day, so I'm actually going to take a cut here. That was the easiest $300 in my life. Could have been twice that much if I actually got the stupid fill on my scaling point that I should have gotten in on. I should have gotten in on that. Not getting a fill on NQ is just bad luck. But it is what it is. I feel like I called that to a T. Maybe not quite to a T. My entry was honestly not that great. It was like midway. I think it was right here, 1536, 5136, 15, yeah, 5136. Okay, so we're on the 200 or on VWAP here on BNTC, but I'm honestly not. I'm not convinced it's gonna run from here, so I'm not gonna pick up more shares. I'm just gonna let it ride. Nine VOs, yeah. Like I said, we're not getting higher than that 29, 30, and it definitely didn't even get close to that on 9 VO. Meds made a nice push to 20, oops, to like 1640. Not even as high as we saw before. So Meds is looking like it's just kind of dead in the water as well, and BNTC is breaking down further. So we're not seeing much anywhere here. So I think we might just call it a day here, to be honest. I don't think I'm taking another trade. I'm definitely not picking up more shares of BNTC at this moment. I would rather see it break a new high and get in really high and know it's running than to get in on VWAP here when we're down on volume and we're down on the MACD and we're pretty bearish right now. And we're not really seeing a whole lot happening. So with that being said, I guess we'll run through the tracker real quickly and then I'll let you guys get on with your day. So today we made 21K, which is 4% on the portfolio. This might go up a little bit more if BNTC runs, and it might come down a little bit more if it doesn't. But either way, we beat that 2% target that we want. It's a 77% win rate, and we are up 89% on alerts today. We didn't have a lot of them, only had 5, but you know what? Other than Meds and the first BNTC, which was just kind of a failed entry, did pretty good. So good luck, guys, on the rest of your trading today, and I will see you guys again tomorrow. Take care, guys.